Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Blokees Transformers. This is Galaxy version 6, the Parallel Universe. Now, Blokees are model kits that you can get, smaller model kits. They tend to be like $8 to $13 depending on the version you get. And there's three main sets that are coming out for Transformers right now. There is Galaxy, which is kind of like the basic first set that ever came out. There's Defender, which is kind of a chibi-ish version. The heads tend to be a little bit bigger. And then there's Shining, and Shining has light-up functions to it, and it tends to have more metallic stuff. It's also evolved over years. It's been kind of interesting to see how the figures have changed over time and what they've done a little bit differently with each release. And what's kind of cool is each release has gotten better and better and better as they've gone on. So let's open up our latest box. This would be number, I believe, 5 out of this box. These are blind boxes. You have no idea what you're going to get, but if you get an entire box, you're guaranteed to get one of every character, but there's chase characters. Chase figures are not guaranteed to get the chase figure, but you'll at least get one of every character. In this one, we've got Dirge, which is pretty cool. This is a fairly new design. There's been a lot of Seekers in previous releases, but we had Ramjet in Shining, I think, version 3, and this should be pretty similar setup as Ramjet, just obviously different coloring. We've had a few Seekers that, you know, obviously Starscream, and was it Acid Storm was another one, and I think there was like Thundercracker or something like that, so we've had other Seekers. So as I said, there's been some stuff that's been a little bit different as kind of the series has evolved. There was a 2 sprues, kind of like this, that came with the joints and the arm pieces, but they've done away with that, instead giving you the arm pieces loose in the bag and the joints loose in the bag and already put together, which is kind of cool, because at times it was kind of a pain to put those together, I'm not going to lie. So, you know, things have come together a little bit more than they have in the past. And then that also has allowed them to do some cool stuff with the figures, in that they are able to do like different colored joints a bit easier. And there's been a few characters that have had, you know, their knees and their elbow joints have not been the same colors. We don't get tons of it, but there's been a few like that. So that's been a bit different. Let's see here. And then it's also, the build's kind of gotten a bit more complicated with each release too, which is pretty neat. So, I mean, my takeaway is with every version that comes out, this is version 6 of the Galaxy, they seem to be like learning and improving and making the models like better with every single volume or version, whatever you want to call it. Wave. I think I called them Wave at one point. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. So yeah, so I think each wave kind of improves upon the last, which is cool. You can really see them learning, and you know, I think a prime example of that is Ultra Magnus, with an early wave just basically having the white Optimus, which we've seen Ultra Magnus like presented that way a few times. And then in another wave, they had like a much larger build, a different version of them. That's much more to like the traditional version we would expect, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's get some legs on. There's another leg. Let's get the arms. The other thing that's nice is, like, when you really get into building these, it's pretty standard as to how you do it. There's a couple figures that, like, deviate a little bit. As I said, Ultra Magnus is one. Tarn would be another one. This one deviates a little bit, but the basics are kind of there. So, you know, once you get one down, you can pretty much do them all without doing much for the instructions. Let's see here. So this face is a little bit different. So it's looking like it's in pretty well. Let's see if we can get the head hooked up pretty solid, or done well on this. There we go. Yep. We got the head. And head's in the actual space now. Let's see here. One shoulder, two shoulders. One of the shoulder weapons. Two of the shoulder weapons. Whoops. So it's got these little ball things that go in the back, which are kind of cool, and allows you to do this, which is definitely something unique for this. And then other thing unique is we've got these leg wings. Slide in the side and have a nice hinge. And we need to pick hands. You know what? I don't do too many open hands for like both sides. Like Ramjet, I think it's a pretty solid figure. You know, it definitely is a good depiction. I really do like how the wings on the side can bend, and then the wings on the back are pretty solid, and those have got some good movement. And then like the overall design, it's good. I think that like the head feels a little off to me. But beyond that, like, it's a good take of the character. Do I want like 26 versions and all sorts of different colors of it? No, I could use maybe the main ones. That's about it, and that's pretty much Ramjet and Dirge. Just like I just want kind of like, you know, the main trio for the other Seekers. But it's a cool figure. I like the coloring. It feels good. It's a nice addition. Like I think it's a solid figure for the set. But maybe like the weakest of the bunch overall. But still, like there's small details of it that I think is really good. So my stance on Blokees remains. I really think it's a really cool thing if you're into Transformers and you're into model kits. It's a great thing to, you know, dive into and collect and have some fun with. It really does like a great job of allowing you to collect some pretty cool characters. And I think overall the figures look great and they look great together. So you can go get yours. We've got a link underneath this video. It'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You'll help support our site. But just watching our video support us as always, so thank you as well. If you are into Transformers, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com, especially if you are into the comics. And of course, you can follow us online at Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep playing with your toys and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.